Hello, everyone, and welcome to an amazing and dynamic episode of the Poetry of Justice show with Jackie Ray Phillips featuring Lori G, the benefactor. So, how are you doing tonight, gorgeous?
I am doing well tonight.
Yeah?
I am.
Are you
Absolutely.
excited?
I am, because tonight is twofold, right?
Okay.
It's going to be the opportunity to learn about a very important condition that affects maybe a little bit disproportionately communities of color. And then we're going to learn how to address those and deal with those things. And we're going to learn about a brand new nonprofit. So it's very, very exciting tonight.
All right, Sissy. I would love to introduce to our panel and to our listeners and our viewers the lovely, talented, beautiful. I'm going to give the full name. Demeshia Jordan Williams. How are you today, gorgeous?
I am wonderful. How are you both?
Oh, we're
Thank you
doing
so
great.
much for this opportunity. I appreciate you both.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
So I would like for you to, if you don't mind, introduce yourself and then take an opportunity to introduce these gorgeously amazing lady next to you.
Okay. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Jordan Williams. I am the founder of Free Me Incorporated, which is a nonprofit that provides group support, awareness, and resources for women and their families that deal with postpartum depression.
Awesome. And then this lovely lady.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, most definitely. We have Aretha Adams, who is going to be speaking on what is postpartum, where it's come from, and how to kind of navigate through it, and what are the symptoms,
Right.
how to recognize it.
Okay. I would love to start, if it's okay, to talk about this amazing art piece here, Free Me nonprofit. If you could just maybe give us Free Me, what is that about? Obviously the nonprofit part, but talk to us about that and how you selected such a gorgeous and exquisite piece.
Well, thank you.
Welcome.
So I came up with myself. And Free Me is basically saying that you want to be free of whatever you're going through. You want to break free. You just want to be free. You want the other person that's maybe going through postpartum or just life, and you want them also be free too. Also.
I love that. That is
Thank you.
beautiful. Hello, I think that's gorgeous.
I think it's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's simple, but beautiful.
Thank you.
Jordan, do you mind? I want to have Miss Aretha, you speak for a little bit, and then I have an amazing way of, I would love for you to tell her story, Lori, the way in which we were able to get it from you in some of our pre-show
Most
interview
definitely,
time.
yes.
But I want to be able to address you, Aretha. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much for asking. How are you doing?
Of course, doing great.
Good, good.
Can you just let our listeners know how blessed they are to have you here? Yeah, which is really for real. And
Yes.
because it's such a, you know what it is. So can you let our listeners know more about your bio and all the the information you're going to be bringing for us today?
Yeah, so as she said, I am Aretha Renee Jones Adams, and I am a registered associate marriage and family therapist. And several years ago, just working for the Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health, actually now for 27 years.
Amen.
Yes. I just saw the need to go out and remove the stigma attached to mental illness. And it's just really sad how this population is just criticized and shunned from society because of the stigma and the embarrassment. So I started a ministry, Sound Mind 1/3 Ministries, where we go out and speak out against the stigma attached to mental illness.
I appreciate
Yes.
that. That is great work.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Now, Jordan, I want to hear the story about how you started writing.
Well,
Because you're multi-talented. CEO, owner, mother, author, poet.
yeah.
The list goes on and on.
Yeah. So how I got started was after having my daughter, I went through a separation/divorce. We're good. We're co-parenting, so we're good.
Yeah.
And so after that, I started doing like therapy, through like my church. And well, to back it up, or go backwards on that, after having my daughter, I talked to my doctor, and of course, after having a baby, they ask you a series of questions. How do you feel? What are you going through? Blase, blase. And so a couple of questions that she asked me, I'm not going to say I was lying, but I was kind of in denial. They're like, oh, are you happy? Are you this and that? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm straight. I'm good. But as time went on, you have to go back to go to the doctor like every couple of weeks just so they can check on you and the baby, make sure you guys are good. And so the next time I went, she asked me the same questions. And this time I said, maybe not tell a fib. Let me kind of tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And when she asked me, how are you feeling? How, are you feeling joy? Are you feeling this? And I'm like, what, matter of fact, not really feeling joy about anything anymore. And I don't know what's going on and why I'm feeling this way. And I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay in the house. And I'm not feeling joy with all the things I used to, want to do and love to do. And she's like, okay, well, it sounds like you're going through postpartum depression. And I was like, I don't even know what that is. First of all, what is that? And she explained to me what it is. And it kind of like a light bulb. I'm like, oh, I guess I am. Let me not lie or not lie. I won't say lie.
Yeah.
Let me not let me not deny what's going on with me. Let me speak up and tell her the truth. And so when she did mention that I might be dealing with postpartum, that's when I started to say, okay, you know what? Let's figure this out, because I don't like this feeling, and I don't like not going out and not feeling joy in anything that that I enjoy doing. So like I said, I started doing therapy through my church. For my daughter and I, we were going and stuff, and we were living in Texas. I'm from LA, but I was born in Texas. So, we were in Texas, and through the therapy sessions, counseling, stuff like that, she would ask, hey, how you feeling? What's going on? Same, almost kind of the same questions that the doctors were asking. And as she were asking the questions, she's like, hey, however you're feeling, whatever you're going through, write it down. Get a notebook, write it down. And so I was like, okay, it was just easy peasy. I was like, okay, I'll just write it down. And so I would write down how I was feeling, whether I was happy, sad, mad, angry, excited, whatever. I wrote it down, and the more I wrote, my words started getting poetic. And I said, oh, this sound good.
That's all right.
I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. Ooh, like this. I was like, wow. And then it's crazy because the book that I have, the Poetry of Love and everything in between, the book has everything I went through when I was going through postpartum and, the divorce and all that stuff and how I was feeling. It was from my journal. I put everything in there. I remember I wrote a poem about, it's called It Rained That Day, or It Rained Today, or something like that. And actually that day it rained. And I explained how I was feeling, what was going on, what I was seeing. It's kind of like a storm and stuff like that, and how there's a storm and, things happen, but then the sun comes out.
Yes, it does.
That's basically how the poem goes. The sun comes out, the rain goes away, dries up, and next you know what, the birds are chirping, the flowers are blooming, and, and I just compared it to a woman. I said, the woman, she's going through the storm, she's going through the pain, it's raining outside, it's storming, but then after a while, she's going to start blooming. She's going to start becoming who she needs to be. And that's basically how the poem goes. And that's how I came up with that idea.
And that's what the reality is.
Yeah. And then I also have another book that, and the Lord keeps dropping all the stuff in my spirit. So I just do exactly what he tells me to do. But I also have How Much Cheetah Lost Her Spots. And that book is actually a children's book. And the reason why I decided to do a children's book is because I'm a mom.
Amen.
Yeah.
Right now, my daughter's 5, but at the time, I think she was like 1.5, maybe 2.
Okay.
And she actually helped me with the, picking the animals and kind of, not what to write, but kind of like, the colors and the images. And she's like, I'm like, should I do this or this? She's like, ooh, that. I'm like, should I put pink in her hair or should I put purple? She's like, ooh, pink. Like, we're just having this conversation, just having fun. And I also went to fashion school. So I love fashion. I love art. I can't really draw, but I love fashion. 2 different things. And then I used to be a teacher. I used to be a taller teacher all the way up to like school age. So
Oh
I
my
know
goodness.
what kids like, and I
Yes.
know what draws kids and the colors and the animal sounds, and that's all in my book. It's
Oh
like
my goodness.
the cheetah, ran like the cheetah, and the monkeys swing from tree to tree and they go ooh, ooh ah ah, stuff like that. So I'm like, I was like, wait a minute, I could write a children's book. First of all, I'm a teacher,
Right.
I'm a mom, and I'm an artist in the fashion
Right.
world. So I
Creative.
could do this. So I came up with that book, and then my third book I just came out with is actually a devotional journal.
Okay.
It has daily affirmations. It has like space where you can write notes, kind of like what I was feeling when the therapist told me to do journaling. I made my
Right.
own personal one that people, I kind
You
of
resonate.
correlated with like the word of God, because I'm a
Amen.
Christian woman. So
Amen.
so I wrote like Bible scriptures that helped me get through those tough times. And I kind of, I didn't spill out the whole, chapter, but I put like a
Yeah.
little smidget of, hey, those who hope in the Lord renew their strength and they will mount on wings like an eagle and stuff like that. And I'm like, and I asked the person in the book, like, how do you feel about this scripture? What do you think of this scripture, and what comes to mind? And so I'm asking the person, whoever's reading it, to explain, just some of the scriptures. Or there's daily affirmations, like I said, there's daily goals. You can write your yearly goals, your monthly goals, all that. And I feel like the ideas and things that people have in their brain, once they get it out on paper, some of the stuff actually starts to happen. And it's some of the stuff that I've written down in old journals. I actually was looking at a journal the other day. It said 2021 on it. And I had another journal, separate one, that said 2022. And everything I wrote in that journal has happened in my life. I'm telling you the truth.
Bar none, right?
Yeah, just like the Lord, just like I manifested it, and I was like, Lord, and this is actually one of the things that I said that the Lord said I should do. I want to do. He placed it on my heart. I said, I want to be on the red carpet. I want to be on somebody's podcast. I literally wrote this stuff in my book. I said, one day, I don't know how it's gonna happen. I don't know who television show I'm gonna be on. I don't know who red carpet I'm gonna be on. But I wrote this stuff. These are goals that I wanted to do and accomplish. I just thought like, oh, this will be amazing. I could write books and, be on somebody's podcast. Like, and now that I'm like reading in my journal, I'm like, oh, check. It happened. And it just makes me so excited, because I want to tell people, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through, write it out.
Right. Okay.
Write it out. Write down the time that it came to your mind. Write down the date. And then when it happens, because it will happen, write down the day that it happened. And you'll see like, okay, I wanted this and I prayed for this, and this was a goal of mine. This is something I wanted to accomplish. Boom, it happened. And it may not happen like right away, because I said I wrote this stuff in 2021.
Okay.
This is 2025. So even though it took a long time, I was still patient with the process. I didn't rush it. I didn't say, well, I need to be on somebody's this, and I need to be on somebody's red carpet. I just said, Lord, this is things I want to do for me and accomplish, and just be out there and spread the word.
Right.
And
me.
just free me.
Free.
And even though it took some time, I wasn't like impatient about it.
Right.
It happened when it was supposed to happen, and it's happening.
Yes.
And I thank you.
Yeah, thank you too.
Yeah.
Because we got it on both networks, Laura
Yes,
G.
we do.
Yeah.
The YouTube channel, as well as Spotify and every other audio platform. And so it's super exciting.
Yeah. This
And
is
Blackfish TV.
answered prayer.
Yeah.
So it really
Praise
is.
the
It
Lord.
really is. Yes.
He is a good God. How did the two of you ladies connect with one another?
Through my mother, actually. When I came up with the nonprofit, and actually the nonprofit was something else that the Lord told me to do. I prayed one day. I was like, Lord, help me get out of whatever this is, because I don't like how I'm feeling. And he dropped in my spirit, or put it in my heart. He's like, you should start a nonprofit. Once you kind of overcome this situation, start a nonprofit and help other women and moms get through what you just got through. And I said, bet. Say less, Lord.
Right,
Say
right,
less.
right, exactly,
And I
exactly.
started. I literally, and it's crazy. It's funny because I actually wanted to do this nonprofit about a year ago, but I didn't have the funds to do it. And the lady I spoke to, at the nonprofit plug, shout out.
Mhm.
We did the consultation, and I told her, hey, I want to start a nonprofit. I knew a lot of people who had went through her to help, do their nonprofit. So I was like, okay, she's trusted, and okay, I'll come to her. And so when we talked about it, and they told me like the end result, I was like, I don't have that, but I will. I will. And so like a year later, I called her, and it's funny because she said, wait a minute, Jordan, are we talking about the same nonprofit you told me about last year? She's like, this is around the same time you talked about. So it was like March something of last year. And I called her March something of this year. And she's like, this is on the same. She's like, I'm looking at my invoice. I'm looking at this, looking at my notes. She's like, this is the same time that you told me you wanted to do this, but you said this last year. Just like, okay, well, let's do it. I said, let's do it. I was like, that's how you know that I actually wanted to do it, and it was actually on my mind, and that it was something that needed to be done because I talked about it last year. That means I wanted to do it, and it was gonna happen. It didn't happen then, but now it happened. A year. It happened a year later, which is good.
That's
it's still
beautiful.
fine. So yeah,
That's massive.
Yeah.
Blessings and just forging ahead and not allowing anything to knock you out the box. You're like, knock him out the box. Sorry, I'm not getting knocked out the box.
No,
How did you get embedded in the work in postpartum depression?
I studied it in school. When I studied for my graduate degree, that was a part of the program. All types of depression. And it was just really sad because my dear friend I didn't know about postpartum depression or mental illnesses at this time. But my dear friend, she had postpartum. Well, she developed postpartum depression after her daughter was born, and she took her life. She had two sons.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was just really sad. She had two sons, and she wanted a daughter really just so badly. The Lord blessed her with a daughter, and she developed postpartum psychosis, which is a little different. She was out of touch with reality. She was hearing voices telling her to hurt herself, and her husband kept taking her to the hospital, and they kept sending her back home. And she kept going back to the hospital. They kept sending her back home. And one day she told her husband, she said, I feel good. I feel fine. She said, you don't have to watch me. Go on. You could, you want to go to the store, go on. I'll be okay. I'll stay with the kids. He went to the store just feeling happy. My wife is good now. And when he came back, he turned down the street, the block where they lived, and saw this yellow tape down the street. And he said, what's going on here? Come to find out his wife had locked the kids in the house, and she walked down the block and went up, it was a building, 7 stories, and she jumped. She took her life. And it was just really sad. Oh my gosh, it was just really sad. And of course, he was blaming himself. But she had postpartum psychosis, not depression. She was experiencing the voices telling her to take her life. And later on, I started studying mental illness and depression. Different types of depression was a part of the curriculum.
Right.
And so that's how I, just kind of like in honor of her, I just wanted to let women know that this is serious, and don't let people downplay it.
Right.
It's serious.
Don't minimize it.
Don't minimize it. Don't minimize it. It's a real mental illness, and it needs to be treated.
Yes.
Aretha, we've been talking about postpartum, but as Jordan said, oftentimes we just minimize, or we're like, we tell that little, I don't want to make a big deal, so it's not really a lie, but I'm just going to gloss over it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Can you share for our viewers some of the classic signs of the early onset of postpartum that individuals may be feeling but are minimizing?
Sure. So I want to start off by saying that this is a depression that sets in after the birth of a child, and that's where the post comes in. Post is after, and then partum is the birth. So after the birth of a child, almost immediately a depression sets in, and some studies say, well, they're still trying to pinpoint it, but some studies say, well, it's from anxiety. anxiety of being a new parent or a parent to a second or third child. Sometimes there's a family history of depression. Sometimes people just suffer from depression, and then when they have a child, postpartum just sets in. You know, they already have a history of depression. And what you need to look for, the signs are similar to that of clinical depression. The difference is it happens after the birth. So, sometimes a person becomes hopeless, helpless. They start making statements like, I don't want to be here. Why am I here? You would be better off if I were not here. You look for those hopeless statements. Some women begin to lose interest in things that they once enjoyed.
And that's what happened to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Someone enjoyed tennis, and all of a sudden they just stop engaging in tennis. They don't want to play tennis anymore. They don't want to play basketball anymore. Or they used to journal, and they don't want to journal anymore. That's a telltale sign. Insomnia, unable to sleep or sleeping too much. Sometimes the appetite changes. Sometimes they become really anxious, irritable. You have to really pay attention to those signs. And like I said, they're signs that are similar to depression, clinical depression, but it just happens after the birth of a child.
How long is that period of time? Like, does it onset as soon as someone has their baby?
Most of the
Or
times
is it-
it's right after.
It's usually
Most
right
of the
after.
times it's right after. And postpartum depression is very common, but usually it lasts about, I would say, 6 to 8 weeks. And then the woman comes out of that. But when it goes into something really serious, it could go on and on and on and on, and you're not coming out of it.
Does for a person who may not be coming out of it, as freeing, could it be other past traumas that has been compounded?
Sure.
So you know what I mean, and so maybe it's not as freeing for what I mean, because you never know, with post trauma, they maybe already have PTSD before becoming a mom.
That's true.
That's where I think I was trying to say.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you brought that up, because sometimes illnesses impact individuals, and it's because they have pre-existing issues, pre-existing trauma, pre-existing, as I said before, pre-existing depression. If you grow up and you experience a great deal of trauma as a child, and it's never dealt with, and that's why I say you should always deal with, if you have childhood trauma, deal with it when the parent should seek out services for that child in their youth. Because what happens if you don't seek out services or treatment, you just grow up with the same issues. And then on top of that, you have a child.
Right.
See, so it's like it's compounded. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. And that was a good point that you brought out. But this is postpartum depression. It's a real illness, and I was sharing with Jordan that excuse me, I remember this one lady, her daughter took her life from postpartum depression. It was the same thing that happened to my friend. Her husband kept taking her to the hospital, and they kept sending her back home. But the mother's an advocate. I wish I remembered her name. She said she's an advocate for treatment for postpartum depression. And she was saying that in the African American communities, a lot of this is not dealt with. And on top of that, not only is it not dealt with in the African American community, because it's something that impacts women. She said because it impacts women, she believes that it's not taken as serious. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's just really unfortunate, but it's a real illness. Yeah.
It absolutely is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm, I was gonna ask, do we know or have you seen any cases where if that mom is really having a tough time and
Mm-hmm.
going back and forth to the doctor, like particularly with the psychotic features,
Yeah.
can that individual be prescribed medication to help with that psychosis? And does that cross over to like nursing? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yes.
To
And
try to bring back that chemical balance?
exactly. That's a great point because they're usually a part of the treatment for postpartum depression is antidepressants. So antidepressants are so what my friend was experiencing, she was experiencing psychosis. So there's antipsychotic medications that can help with that. If you're dealing with depression, there's antidepressants that can be given. In her case, because I never talked to her husband, but after this all took place, but I'm not sure if she was put on a regime, for to help with her psychosis. But
Gotcha.
it was just unfortunate that
All of it.
right.
Right. Just the whole impact of it all was
Yeah, it was just, yeah, it was
unfortunate.
really, really unfortunate. And I can't imagine what she was dealing with. I can't imagine just going through life, or whatever, 2 or 3 months, just hearing voices in your head telling you to jump or to take your life. You have a beautiful baby that you waited for years, and God blessed her with that child, and she just, she, because of that illness, it's an illness, she took her life. Yeah. So sad.
That's it. So that's
But
real.
there's treatment for that. And just, I want to say to the listeners, if your loved one has a child and you notice a difference, you advocate for help, because the person, the patient, the woman that's experiencing postpartum depression, she may not really know, she may not really see what's going on, but you pay attention to the warning signs. Just pay attention and you advocate for help. And if they keep sending that your loved one home, you speak up and you advocate. Listen, I know something's wrong. Something is wrong. Something's different. My wife or my loved one, my sister needs help. She needs to be treated.
Jordan, in your work and all that you've been doing, how have you seen that the partner handles it? To see their other, to see their partner going through this, and you got the baby, and like, have you ever seen anything like that in your work?
Well, I've spoke to a few, like dads at my church, and I've actually I started like a program, I guess, to go coincide with my nonprofit. So it's not only we're helping the woman and the moms,
Yes.
but I'm opening that door up for the fathers and the men. I actually have an event that's coming up soon. I have a guest speaker, and he is a father, and he works in the, behavioral profession, and he's an advocate, community advocate, and he's an author. And I wanted to just open that door up for the fathers, because, from hearing from my cousins or friends that are guys or other people that just listening to,
Yes.
I've had men tell me, well, my wife just had a baby, my girl just had a baby, and I don't know, she's doing this and she's doing that, and I don't know what to do. And I'm just like, just pay attention.
Yes,
Don't just
exactly.
act like nothing's wrong, because most guys will just like, oh, she just tripping. Especially in the African American culture.
Yeah.
She just tripping, dog.
Right,
like she
right,
just,
right,
I don't know what's up with her. Like, just to be honest,
That's true.
And so I'm trying to tell them, like, hey, no, if something's
Right,
wrong,
yeah.
say something, or talk to her and say, hey, babe, like, what's going on? Or, and don't be so rude and, about
Embrace
it.
it,
Like,
exactly.
be calm and cool and calm and collect. Like, just be
Right.
chill.
Right.
And so, so I started this community workshop that I'm going to be hosting. It's going to be virtual, and I'll send you guys the info so you can, send it out.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But it's going to be October 25th, and it's going to be on Zoom between, I believe, 3 o'clock to about 4 o'clock, because I know men don't want to be on there that long. So I tried to cut it short. Most of my events are 2 hours, and with men, I know they're just like, okay, that's enough talking. Like, so it's not going to be just me speaking to them, but I also have that father, that male perspective to talk to them and, you know, get their ideas and their whatever they're feeling out,
Right.
because they're going through stuff too. And I was saying, I had a Zoom conference a couple of weeks ago. It was a guided journaling, you know, to help people kind of get their thoughts out and stuff like that. And it was very successful. And there were men on there too, and husbands and dads. And, you know, I just, like I said, I'm trying to open the door up for not just the moms and the mothers, but for their village.
Yeah.
Whoever they're with, whether it be the husband, the baby daddy, or, you know, other family members, to kind of watch over that woman, that mom. And so, like I said, I created this group, you know, try to get other guest speakers, men, father speakers, to speak to them. Because we don't know what's going on with them. They sometimes don't know what's going on with them. And so, like I said, I created this space for them to be able to talk to each other. And I'm trying to, you know, say, hey, like, women, let's support them too. Like, I know they get on our nerves too, just as well as we get on their nerves. Period.
Exactly.
But let's still be nice about it, because they might be dealing with something being a new father. Because I'm sure there's postpartum. I'm sure there's something that's out there that men are dealing with as being new fathers. I don't know what it's called. And I don't even know if it's a name for it. It may not even be a name for it, but they're going through stuff just as well as the mother who just had that baby too. And so I'm trying to kind of open that door up for them too.
You're doing it.
Yeah. Well,
I
thank
kind
you.
of try. No, you've done
you.
it.
I
It's just going to
appreciate
continue
it.
to grow and flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've already opened that door. You're in
Thank
there.
you.
In the
Thank you.
house.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us more about this beautiful, beautiful artwork on the desk here?
Well, in the front, I have my books. They're all on Amazon. How Much Cheetah Got Her Spots, which is a children's book. The Poetry of Love, which is a poetry book. And then the one in the middle, which is devotional journal. And I actually have a men's devotional journal coming out soon. It's not here yet, but like I said, I have like different scriptures for men, like to be encouraged and be strong in the Lord and fight and be a warrior and da 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 da. Just like I said, trying to encourage them too. And so I also have my beautiful oh, that's gonna knock down basket. I started a campaign called We Care Love Basket, and I created this basket of women essentials, of blankets and fuzzy socks and lotions and teas and just, you know, just stuff that women, I believe, would like. And the reason why I came up with this basket is to show the women that, hey, I care about you. I hear you. I see you. And even though the basket may not, you know, some people look at it like, oh, it's just a basket full of socks and you know, blankets and stuff. But it meant something to me, because when I was going through postpartum, you know, I just want to know that somebody hear me, that somebody cares. And so that's why I created this campaign. And so basically the person that receives the basket is nominated through their family member. And so I've actually given out about 6 baskets. I want to do 10 for this year, and my goal is to do 20 for, you know, for the women. But I've already given out like 6 baskets already. And basically, people were nominating their daughter. People were nominating their friend. People were nominating their wife. People were nominating their goddaughter. And so with these baskets, the person emails me and say, hey, my wife just had a baby. She's a nice, beautiful lady, and she does this and this and that, and she's just wonderful, and da 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 da. Or she's, you know, maybe going through some things, and I want to nominate her. And so they nominate her, you know, whoever wants in the family or friend, a coworker, whoever. They nominate her, and we either mail the basket, but lately we've been actually doing drop-offs.
I was gonna say delivery.
So we've been actually meeting up with the person that meeting up with the person who nominated them, and we've been kind of popping up wherever they are. We had one that was at the what place was that? Oh, Doolin's. We went to
Oh,
Doolin's.
you went to
And
Doolin's.
so the lady was like, hey, we're going to be at Doolin's at this time. Meet us there. Okay, cool. So myself and my mom and my brother came. We had our Free Me t-shirts on, which I do have one for both of you ladies. So there you go. So yeah, so we had our shirts on and we went in there and we presented the basket to the lady. The lady had a bunch of her friends and we all sat down and ate, and they were just like, lady, like, who are you? I was like, well, my name is Jordan. I have a nonprofit. And like I said, we're not, my nonprofit is not only for women dealing with postpartum. It's also just for women dealing with life. They, you know, a lot of women are saying like, I don't have, you know, I've heard women say like, oh, I don't have any, like, they have friend girls, but they're like, they just messy or they this or they that. And I'm not that type of person. I'm more like an uplifter. I'm more of an encourager, you know, for my friends. And so when we met up at Doolin's, shout out to Mr. Doolin's. We took pictures with him too. Thank you again. And so when I presented the basket to her, she just was just happy, like just excited, like what? Because the people that are getting nominated don't even know they're being nominated.
Oh my God.
So when I pop up and I give them this basket, and they're like,
hey,
who are you? And I just let them know like, hey, I'm here. I see you. I care about you. This basket is for you, just to be, you know, just to uplift you. And I let them know, hey, I started on Instagram. I started a chat group. So a bunch of women, bunch of moms, and we just chat. I put uplifting like music on there or playlists. I put, you know, if I have my events, I post that. And I told the mom, I said, hey, moms, on the chat, if you got something to say to somebody to uplift them, say you know, just speak up. And a lot of women been talking to each other on the chat. Like, hey, girl, I just, you know, da-da-da-da. Who wants to go out this weekend? Oh, we should all have brunch. Da-da-da. You know, they're all, and that's what I want. That's what I wanted. I wanted women to be able to talk to each other and just be cool. Like, we don't have to fight. We don't have to fuss. We don't have to be doing all that, you know, blase. Just uplift each other. Just encourage each other. Like, hey, girl, your shoes is cute, girl. And be real about it. That's the thing. Be real about how you feel and what you're going through. And if you're going through stuff, be honest about it. You know, like, tell your homegirl, like, hey, girl, and even in the chat, like, hey, girl, like, had some people in the chat, like, hey, I'm feeling this way. I need to get away. We need to meet up. We need to have a movie night, something. I'm like, okay, bet. Let's have a movie night. Let's do this. Let's get together. And even though I haven't been able to get sorry, I can't even get it out.
Yes, you can.
Too many, like, activities and outgoing stuff because I've been really busy with my nonprofit and my books and this and that, and I joined the chamber. I'm a certified member of the LA South Chamber. Shout out to y'all. So I've been really busy. And so I haven't been able to go out. That's what I was trying to say. I haven't been able to go out and, you know, partay like I really want to, but I've been busy. So, but soon I want to start having events, in-person events for like the moms and the families. I want to have fashion shows. I want to have poetry night. I want to have like a basketball tournament, you know, stuff like that. These are going to be fundraisers, but I want to have fun stuff so the family can participate and be a part and not just be like, okay, well, my wife is going to a brunch. You know, they're going to talk about girl stuff, blah, blah, blah. No, we're going to have something for the whole family. And my goal is to, when I have these events, to also have a separate room for like nanny daycare kind of service. Because I remember when I was going through postpartum, this church I was going to in Texas, a lot of events I wanted to go to, but I couldn't because I needed a babysitter. And because some of these events at the church, they're like, oh, no. Just drop the baby off in the room next door, and they have coloring stuff. They have activity, have a movie day, and I'm just like, so I can go to the event. It's free, first of all, and then I can drop my baby off for like that 2 hours I'm there.
Right. Say no more.
Say no more, because now I'm like, okay, so when I start having my events, let me take that in perspective. A lot of times when people want to go out, they don't have a babysitter, or they don't have anybody that they trust, or whatever. Or they just like, I don't want to go nowhere because I don't want to drop my baby off at nobody house. And so I'm like, well, maybe I should start having some like babysitting services next door or in the building where they're going to be, where I'll be hosting my event. So people have no excuse to come.
Yes, yes.
And so, and then a lot of my other events have been virtual because I know a lot of people maybe, either going through things or maybe they're just busy, and I made that no excuse because people just pop up. I told
Yes.
people last week when I had my virtual conference, just pop up, just
Right.
put it on your phone, just pull
Right.
it up, listen.
Right.
You don't even have to watch me. You can
Right.
just
Just
listen.
listen.
And then I also started a YouTube channel.
Yay.
Yay!
Alright.
So that when I do have these virtual events, that when people miss it, I just upload it and they now can go back and see it. So it's at Free Me Incorporated nonprofit on YouTube. So yeah, so
Free
people can.
Me Incorporated.
Yes.
All
Mhm.
right.
So yeah.
And so I want everyone to see how this T-shirt. Look at this, guys. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right, and then tell them where they go to get a T-shirt. How can they?
Well,
how can
we
they
have to
support
pre-order it, and I
be a-
gotta get them made. But
Okay.
but yeah, email me.
Everybody's been rocking one of these.
I know. You guys can
Absolutely.
email me.
Email her. Give them your email
Yes.
address.
Okay.
Oh
Let
my
me
God,
see. So you can.
I
I have a
love
website. It's sorry. I wrote all my notes on here.
Yes.
Yay.
My website is www.freemeincorporate.org, where you can either donate, you can see what we have going on, you can see updated like flyers. I don't have my shirts online yet, but I'm working on it.
They're coming, y'all.
Yeah, they're coming.
Stay tuned.
Yes,
We
yes.
Yeah.
I do have an Instagram and, like I said, a YouTube channel, and they're both. You could just go on at Free Me Incorporated Nonprofit for the Instagram, and then also for the YouTube channel. You can also donate through Give Butter, Cash App, Zelle, but it's all on my website. You'll find it and say donate, just click on it, and voila.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, Jordan, while I was sitting here,
Mhm.
I was thinking, this basket is a beautiful idea, right?
Mhm.
How wonderful and loving and caring is that? Is there an opportunity for people to donate,
Yes.
to be able to give
Mhm.
a basket to
Yes.
someone?
Yes. Matter of fact, on Give Butter, well, it's all on my social media and all that. But it says campaign, and you just click on it. And you either donate funds so that we can order the stuff for the
Mhm.
baskets, or people, like
Mhm.
I said, or people are just. Yeah. So yeah, that's what you're gonna do. Yeah. Yeah. So you
Absolutely.
can just donate to the campaign, or you can have a separate one for my nonprofit. So either one, we're gonna purchase things, and then we also have an Amazon wish list. But it's like I said, that's all on my website and all that. You can look that up, and people can there's blankets, there's socks, there's a bunch of things that people just click, and then they'll be sent to me, and then I'll put the basket together and send it out. And eventually, after we do the baskets, my goal is to actually do boxes. We care boxes. And so right now I'm doing the baskets because that's what the Lord told me to do. But eventually I want to start doing boxes where they're pre-made, and we can send those out to people and women, and maybe possibly do one for men. I don't know. Do one for kids. I don't know. These are things that are just dropping in my spirit now. But I'm like, oh, maybe we should do We Care Love baskets for moms and men and children and the family. Do like a little thing
Family
for
kit.
the whole family, like an activity box or whatever. I don't know.
Yes,
So these are like new stuff that now that you say that, now I'm like, now my creative juices are flowing. I'm like,
absolutely.
I could do that. Oh yeah, I could do that too.
Knowing
yeah.
you will do it
You
all.
will
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
do it
that's
all.
right.
Do it.
Yeah.
Well,
She's
thank you. I appreciate it. I
She gonna make
appreciate
it
it.
So right now, if I'm at home and I'm watching and I'm like, hey, heard about some of the things that may be signs of postpartum. I don't seem like I've snapped out of what I'm feeling. Can they go to the website and get more information about symptoms, or get connected with a group, or what resources are readily available for
So
women?
well, that's a good question. So on my website, there are numerous of ways. So I do have resources. I don't forgot the name of the actual thing of it, but it says resources on my website. You click on it. It has a little search button, and if you whatever you're needing, you put it in the search, and it searches for you. Whether you're looking for housing, whether you're looking for food and shelter, whether you're looking for a school for your child, you type it in, information pops up, and wherever you live. So that's one. Also, I'm trying to partner up with a counseling therapy center where we can offer those services for them to, get actual therapy. We're potential partners, so we haven't set up any thing firm yet, but we've been, talking and having meetings and stuff. So I want to offer that, maybe through their health insurance. I want to really offer it for free, but I know right now with the whole, government, all that stuff. Anyways, things are a little tricky. So I guess right now it'll have to be through their insurance, but eventually I want to provide free, because I feel like free is always better. Free. Yeah. We love free. Yeah. But I want to offer free services so people can get therapy either, as that individual or for the family, stuff like that. So I want to offer that. And then also, like I said, on my Instagram, I have my support group, chat group, for this, basically for women and moms. Eventually, maybe further down the line, we'll do for the men, but I feel like that should be a man or a father who should take care of that to talk to the men. I don't really want to be chatting with them, but so I do have those type of services for them. So I have like I said, they can search whatever they're needing, that's on the my website, or they can go to the support group chat, and then also
That's
yeah.
That's beautiful.
Everything.
And give us your website one more time.
It's www.freemeincorporated.org. Yes.
It's excellent.
I know.
It is exciting. So for folks who want to get involved, maybe they, they're not suffering from postpartum, but they want to be a part of the movement. They want to get involved with Free Me. Is there opportunities for volunteering or doing things in addition to donating?
Yeah. So you can, if anyone ever wants to, I said this last week on my conference that I had, the virtual conference, that people, if they want to be a guest speaker, whether there be a specialist in a particular field, or if they're talking from their own, point of view, or their own personal experience, or they just want to give insight to people dealing with, life situations, they can always email me at freemeincorporated07@gmail.com. And you can just let me know, hey, I want to be a guest speaker. Or also on the website, there's buttons where you can click on that says push me and says volunteer, or if they want to donate, that's on there. It's all on the website. So if they want to volunteer, if they want to be a guest speaker, I'm open. Whatever, you guys want to provide, like I said, whether it be, they work in mental health and they just want to speak to the people about whatever situation they're dealing with, or if they just want to talk from their own, personal point of view and what maybe they dealt with postpartum themselves. So,
I think I did. Did you
Again.
have a little postpartum?
Yeah. I think we had a unique situation that our oldest children are 2 weeks apart.
Oh, wow.
So it was really hard, I think, to be able to have your own baby. But my sister and I are so close. Yeah, I'm the older sister, so I'm very protective of the younger one. And my baby came 2 weeks after her baby. So it was just really hard for me to try to provide, that protective support for her and for my beautiful little niece. And then she was delivering and they kept trying to put me in the hospital. I'm like, no, I know I'm huge, but it's not my turn. I'm here with my sister.
I'm here to support.
Right, exactly. And so I think when we brought them home at that time, we were living together. Our two families were together. And so it was just like baby world. I mean, we couldn't comfort each other because she had a good baby, though. Her baby slept. My baby was broken. In the beginning. She just cried constantly. So I think I was one of those people who just minimized it. You just have to suck it up, right, and carry it out. What advice would you have for women who feel like you just have to suck it up and keep?
Don't suck it up.
Yeah.
Don't.
To keep, don't.
You have to
on.
be free.
I think for me in the beginning part, I tried to just be like, oh, I'm good, I'm straight. And then eventually I'm like, not really. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to do nothing. Like, and everybody that knows me know that's not my personality. I'm just like, hey everybody, I'm Jordan, you know, bubbly. And they're just like, yeah, you're not acting like yourself right now. Your hair is like, I had an auntie tell me, you gonna do your hair? It looks good now, but at that time, you know, it was so people were picking up on things. They're like, yeah, this is not you. What's wrong? What's up with this outfit? Like, what's up with the hair? Like, why you, you know? And then I'm like, well, I mean, I don't care. Like, I really did not care. I didn't care about my hair. And for somebody who went to school for fashion to not care about their appearance, they're like, nah, something wrong with you, Jordan. But they weren't rude or mean about it. They were like, something's wrong, Jordan. Like, talk to me, speak, talk. I had aunties I could, you know, that said I can call them at 12 o'clock midnight, 2 o'clock. Guess what? I called them aunties at 2 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep. And we'll talk to them however long. And then, you know, I'm like, okay, auntie, thank you. I'm going to go to bed now. You know, I call my mom, I call my grandma, you know, friends and, you know, stuff like that. And sometimes my daughter at that time, you know, when I was going through all that, my daughter, even though she was only 1.5, she was a support system too. Because sometimes I would put her to sleep and then go take my shower and do whatever I need to do and eat dinner or whatever after I'd taken care of her. And then the times that she was awake, she's like, Mommy, why you sad? No cry. No, and it would make me want to cry even more. You know, because I'm sitting on the floor or I'm watching TV and I'm just looking like blah. And I remember her saying, Mommy, no cry. And she'll come to me and like dry my tears. So I'm just like, and of course I will boo-hoo. Because I'm like, I don't want her to see me like this. But I'm like, Lord, you bless me with this child who kind of understands what I'm going through. And she's comforting me, which is kind of odd because she's so little. But I'm like, Lord, this is like a little angel or something. Because we would laugh and just be in the bed watching, you know, Disney Channel or whatever, just cracking up. You know, we still do it to this day. And I'm just like, that's my buddy. We go out, have fun. Like, forget going to the club. Like, I don't even do that no more. Me and her would go to the beach or have fun. And we just be just key and like be like, Mom, and before I came today, she's like, Mommy, how you doing? And I was like, Mommy, gotta take care of some business right now. She's like, okay, Mommy, like, you look cute. She'll tell me, oh, Mommy, you look cute. I'm like, for real? She's like, girl, yes. I'm like, okay, well, thank you. Yes, I love her. She's just she reminds me of myself. And she reminds me of my old self too, you know, just bubbly and just, you know, I do have my days where I'm just like, okay, I'm tired, I'm gonna rest all week. But then she reminds me, and she's flipping in the living room because she takes gymnastics. She's flipping in the living room. I'm just like, and I'll tell my mom, did I used to act like that? You know, dancing and gyrating and whatever. She does the same thing. And my mom be like, you used to do that too. And I'm like, really? And I just be sitting there cheesing like, I was like that. Or when or when moments when she's all lovey and, Mommy, I love you. And I'm just like, oh, I love you too. And I'm like, Mom, did I act like that? My mom's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And it kind of dawned on me. I'm like, okay, when people would tell me, I see this light around you, Jordan. I see the presence of God or something, like not trying to be like boastful or anything, but they would just say like, it's a good spirit. I feel a good spirit from you. And when I would see that in my daughter, I'm like, so this is what they mean when they say this to me. Because I see a good spirit around her, just happy, just loving. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, is that what people see in me sometimes? Like, and it's lovely. It's like a mirror with me and my daughter. Like, it's beautiful. I love it.
Oh my God.
So yeah. So I would say, don't suck it up, buttercups. Like, just get the help you need, and you know, follow me on Instagram so you can join my chat group with other mothers, and you know, just get help. Like, and I mean, hey, if you get the help and then you get helped, then you'll be able to help somebody else. And that's what happened to me. Like, I got the help I needed. Now I'm able to help other women, and the list goes on. The ball keeps rolling, you know. So don't suck it up. Try not to. Right. So then get that support from the family. And that's why I say we're trying to help the woman and her family, because if I'm telling the family like, hey, pay attention to her, you know, and they like, oh, okay. Oh yeah, she do. Yeah, she is acting a little different today. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to put emphasis on the family and the mother. So
What is I mean, you do it about legacy. I'll let you ask that question.
Okay.
You don't want me to do it?
I want you to do it.
She always asks us, which is totally fine. Because as what you was explaining to me about your beautiful baby girl, that to me, I hear legacy and I feel the legacy.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you and what you're doing and her watching you and seeing Free Me and your nonprofit and all that?
Okay. Good question.
Yes.
So legacy means to me, kind of being that light and that like just great, wonderful role model, woman of God, just ball of sunshine, as people would say, ray of sunshine, being that light so that even when I'm going through stuff and I'm having trouble at work or having trouble with bills and, life, I also want to show her, like, even though we're going through stuff, we can overcome it, pray about it, talk to your family about it, just, get through it. And you have family that will help you get through it. And she actually helped me with these baskets. When I did like 10 of them. I have pictures. She's helping me put all the things in the basket. I'm like, oh, and then put that one in there and then put that in there. And she's like, oh, mommy, I wouldn't tie it up. I let her tie it up. It came off, but whatever. But yeah, she actually, I've incorporated her into what I'm doing. So when I do go to some of these events or when I do the baskets or when I do write my books, I'm asking for her input. So that to me is legacy.
Absolutely.
And so as she's seeing me doing all of this and all these LA South Chamber meetings, and she's literally hopping in like, hi. Y'all, she said, y'all gonna pray at the end? Like, it was just hilarious. I'm like, girl, like, get over there. And they're so loving and just a family. They're just like, no, she can come on. She might start her own little kid version of the South Chamber group or something. I don't know, with all the other kids and stuff. I don't know. But she's seen and hearing all these things. She saw me. I went back to school. I just got my degree in liberal arts, behavioral social science. Thank you. So she's seeing me do all these things as I'm taking these college courses and trying to transfer to, university now. I'm working on that right now. So I'm trying to better myself, and she's seeing all of this, and she's very smart cookie. So I'm noticing that as she's watching me do all these things, she's gonna want to do those things too. And even if she doesn't start her own nonprofit or write her own books, she knows that mommy gonna make it happen.
Right.
Okay? It doesn't matter. Mama gonna make it happen. As long as we praying about it, she's gonna work it out.
Right. Definitely.
Seriously. So that's to me legacy. Just her watching me and kind of getting the insight on what I'm doing and making her be a part of it.
And while we're still on legacy, how does it feel to be this amazing queen who's on her mighty throne? How does it feel to be able to be your mommy's daughter? How does it feel to be your mommy's baby girl?
Talk about me be her baby girl, or she be to my mom. I feel like even when I was young, being like my daughter, just a bubbly, happy person. I've always been like this. It never really matters what I'm going through. Even when I was a young child, I do remember, having, not being able to read in school, having trouble spelling, math, just not doing good in school, talking too much, yada, 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 yada. And the list goes on. And my daughter does the same thing sometimes. So I get phone calls from her school too. Anyway. But in reality, I feel like as long as I have my family, as long as I have God in my life, everything's gonna work out. And it has. And even when the storm comes and even when you feel like life is just happening, which it will, he gonna work it out.
I love to hear it.
And that's how I stay just happy. Even when it could be literally the storm is behind me. I'm just like,
Right, exactly. Like,
y'all see that storm back there? Like, I'm gonna be good. My hair, I gotta cover my hair though, but I'm
I'm good. Gonna take me down.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like Jesus is one of my favorites scriptures, or I don't know the scripture, but it's a story of Jesus in the back of the boat, asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I've
Yes.
actually carried that story with me for the last couple of years. I said, I'm like Jesus in the back of the boat sleep.
Yeah,
I'm like,
why am I
they like,
tripping?
everybody tripping. Everybody like, the disciples was like, why is it Jesus? Why you not getting up and da-da-da? He just like, peace be still,
That's right.
chill out, y'all, like relax.
got
And that's
this.
how I feel sometimes. I'm like, chill out, y'all, relax.
I love it.
We gonna be all right. We good.
See? Because
yeah.
it is.
Yep.
What Daddy said, everything is all
It
right.
is. You keep God at the center.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
sis.
Most
All
definitely.
right. Well, this has been a beautiful time together.
Well, thank
And we
you.
feel very honored to
Thank
announce
you.
Free Me on
Yes.
the
I
POJ
know.
show.
I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Definitely.
And it's going to have some fun post-production stuff, too. So I'm super excited.
Me too.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Jordan, remind them one more time of where the web address is
Okay,
so they can
yes.
get connected. Y'all, please donate for one of these
Yes.
baskets. It's just
Free Me.
wonderful. It's a beautiful thing to be able
Incredible.
to send to someone who is in need and in distress. So definitely go visit the website for that.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. The website is Sorry, I'm reading my notes again.
that's it.
www.freemeincorporated. Sorry, www.freemeincorporated.org. Sorry.
Got it.
So yeah, you can go on there. Like I said, everything is on there to donate, either to the basket or to the nonprofit. Like I said, I have links. Oh, I was also featured in recently. Was it Bold Journal magazine?
Wow.
Yeah. So when I talked about my
Congratulations.
nonprofit, yeah. So that's also on my website. So if you go at the
See,
bottom, you click on it, and voila, there's
And then we've got to get
a feature-
this show on your website.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And on
So
your
that's
YouTube. We
A
can
link to it.
pollinate.
yep. So that's
Absolutely.
all on there too. Yep.
Yes.
Look at you. Balling. Shot calling.
Absolutely.
Because girls is players.
Girls are players too. My theme song. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us, guys. If you know of someone at home who these symptoms that Jordan and Aretha have shared for you today, please go visit Free Me and check it out and make sure you get your loved one connected to the resources that they need. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Have a
All
good
right.
one.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.